Yeah, because the girls is free will jump anyway. A long jump. So you gotta be watching them all the time. See what you want to get.
You better get me, man. You better get me. You better keep your eyes on me. Just talking on the thing, that's what he said.
Yeah, I don't be hard.
Yeah, you did.
I didn't have camera on.
When you're on like micro, you're about to do the jumps.
Yeah, exactly.
Lacombe, backspace.
Alright then, Carl.
All right,
Talk to you later.
How you doing, Coach?
Good, how are you?
Pretty good. How you doing, Coach's wife? I can't remember your name. Coach's wife. Oh, I blew that.
That's good
Coach's
enough.
husband. No. Nance's daughter ain't good. And you can't get them nowhere else and keep them there. But because you have the option of getting it off TV for nothing.
How are you? Well, okay, I think
Uh-oh.
uh-oh me.
Huh? You probably just quit thinking. Right into that thought, huh? Okay, the first run is girls high hurdles. Where we at? There's a 4x800. Do we have a 4x800? Yeah.
About 200 programs. Morning.
How you doing, Terry?
Took about 3 hours instead of about an hour and a half. I didn't know it was going to happen because I didn't know.
With timers, judges report to the finish line. Meter high hurdles. Final call, girls, 100 meter high hurdles. First call, boys, 110 meter high hurdles.
I didn't even know they send them off. Right at 12. One girl fell down and then got up and fell. You missed that, Carl.
Jesse Coons, Jonathan Alder. Lane 2, Brooke Robinson, Washington Courthouse. Lane 3, Amy Nance, London. Lane 4, Crystal Strobel, London. Lane 5, Shanna Ireson, Grandview. Lane 6, Sarah Tappan, Bexley. Lane 7, Carrie Snyder, Washington Courthouse. Lane 8, Sherry Skelton, West Jefferson. Second call for the boys 110 meter high hurdles.
Say anything or shut it off?
Yeah, no, we're getting ready to run the 110 meter high hurdles. You just heard the runners. And in lane 3, we have London, it's Amy Nance. And lane 4, we have Crystal Strobel. The 1994 record for that event was 16.
Owen Tangi, coach, to the finish line.
The runners are now
Owen
getting in place.
Tangi,
Get ready to
girls
take
coach,
off.
would you please come to the finish line?
Okay. White flag for 100 high meter hurdles, 100 meter high hurdles for the girls West Division. Like I said, we have Amy Nance in lane 3 from London and Crystal Strobel from London in lane 4. From Jonathan Alder, we have in lane 1 Jesse Coons, and from West Jeff in lane 8 we have Sherry Skelton. And they're getting ready to start now. Runners to your mark. The gun is up. And we got a false. No, I don't know if it had a false start.
The girl fell. She's out.
Who's out, Carl? Oh, okay.
Washington Courthouse, there.
Lane 8.
Or no, that's not the courthouse.
West.
She's in the blue.
In the blue.
Who'd that be?
I'm not sure.
Courthouse.
They did take her out?
Yeah, lane 7.
Lane 7. Carrie Snyder's out from Washington Courthouse.
Yeah, Washington Courthouse.
Now that's a bad one because she probably would have won that.
No way.
You don't think? Okay, and here we come. Strobel gets off to a good lead here. And as they hit the halfway mark, it's Strobel, and she's going to run away with it. You go, girl. Strobel has about a 8-meter lead, and she crosses in 16 flat.
What did Nance get? 4th?
And I believe Nance come in 4th. I missed that, Carl.
Yeah, I think she got 4th.
110-meter high hurdles. Lane 1, Andy Rodabaugh, London. Lane 2, Tim Holmes, Washington Courthouse. Lane 3, Eric Lobeo, Grandview. Lane 4, Dana Smoot, Bexley. Lane 5, Bo Williamson, London. Lane 6, Zach Cocker, West Jefferson. Lane 7, Jason DeRuzzi, Bexley. And Lane 8, Brian Garber, Jonathan Alder.
And you just received the lane assignments for the runners for this next heat, which is 110 high hurdle boys. In lane 1, we have from London, Andy Rodabaugh. And from West Jeff, we have Zach Cocker in lane 6. And we have Brian Garver from Jonathan Alder in lane 8. There is a record here. The last record we recorded was 15-3 by a young man named Smoot from Bexley in 1994.
Bo.
Huh?
Get Bo.
Let me check it out, too. I might have missed
lane
one.
5.
Oh, yeah. I missed one here, folks. We got Bo Williamson in lane 5 for London.
Results of the girls East Division 100-meter hurdles.
So we have 2 runners
Amy Arnold
in here that are from London, which
4th place,
is
Melissa
Bo
Moore,
Williamson and Andy Rodabaugh.
3rd place, Tony Kuhn, Olentangy. 2nd place, Beth Morgan, Olentangy. 1st place, Amber Merrill, Licking Valley. Time of 16 and 4200 seconds, which broke the meet record set by Amber last year of 16:49.
Hold off on the west. Where else do you want to go? Okay, we're holding up. We're using a little time here. We got the runners getting in place. We got starters. It's just about ready to go. Once again, I'm telling you, we have Rodabaugh in lane 1 and Bo Williamson for London in lane 5. We'll definitely try to concentrate on those 2. The meet record is 15-3.
I'm not getting anybody's wet.
And the gun arm is up. We're ready to go. They're off and running. And we get a good start by Bo, and Bo is out run here by Washington Courthouse, I believe it is. And it's going to be a runoff here by Bo Williamson and Dana Smoot from Bexley. As Bo comes in second at about 14-9.
Hurdle crew, we'd like to have the hurdles removed. Dash. Lane assignments, Katie Wiseman, Grandview. Lane 2, Shauna Colley, Washington Courthouse. Lane 3, Crystal Strobel, London. Lane 4, Crystal Smith, Bexley. Lane 5, Tanetta Browder, Washington Courthouse. Lane 6, Tamika Martin, London. Lane 7, Jennifer Houston, Jonathan Alder. And Lane 8, Amy Adelman, Bexley.
And you just heard the lane assignments for the 100-meter dash for the girls' West Division. And for London, we have Crystal Strobel in lane 3. And for London also, we have Tamika Martin in lane 6. Jonathan Alder also has a girl in there named Jennifer Houston, and she's in lane 7. The white flag for the 100-meter dash. And once again, we have Crystal Strobel in lane 3, and Crystal just set a new meet record.
Time was 20 seconds flat.
At 16 flat in the 100-meter high hurdles. Tamika Martin is running in lane 6 from London. And both those girls can pick them up and put them down, so we're looking for a pretty good race here. And the gunman is up. The starter's got his, the gun goes up, and here we go. A good clean start as Washington Courthouse once again. Oh, it's going to be a race between Courthouse and Bexley, Carl. London could get second or third and fourth. And the race is running 12-4.
Yep, third and fourth.
The race is running 12-4. Might have been close to the meet record. And what did we get, Carl?
We got third and fourth.
In the boys East Division, 100-meter dash, lane assignments. Lane 1, Joe Reynolds, Big Walnut. Lane 2, John Roberts, Licking Valley. Lane 3, Aaron Division Finals. Lane 1, Brad Smucker, Jonathan Alder. Lane 2, Yazoo Mizugaki, Washington Courthouse.
Mizugaki.
Lane 3, Joe Wernick, Bexley. Lane 4, Fred Lester, London. Lane 5, Don Raines, London. Lane 6, Shane Inskeep, Washington Courthouse. Lane 7, Jim Bales, Jonathan Alder. And Lane 8, Lee Collins, Grandview.
And once again, you just heard the lane assignments for the 100-meter dash.
Final call for the
Fred
girls,
Lester
800-meter relay. Final call, girls, 800-meter relay. First call, boys, 1,600-meter
Fred Lester's
run.
in lane 4, like we said, and Donnie Raines from London is in lane 5. From Jonathan Alder, we have Jim Bayless is in lane 7. Also, we have a Brad Smucker from Jonathan Alder in lane 1. So Madison County is pretty well represented in this race. As we're looking for the white flag. On the boys 100, where are we at here? 100-meter dash. Once again, we have Fred Lester in lane 4, Donnie Raines in lane 5. From Jonathan Alder, Brad Smucker in 1, and Jim Bales from Jonathan Alder in 7. So like I say, we're very well represented. And I'm looking for Lester to kind of put on a little show here. Donnie Raines moves out pretty good too. We was over here Thursday at the prelims, and Donnie Raines put a good showing, so he can smoke. He's pretty much remembered for his run on interception in the football. And Raines is going to push Lester a little bit now. Lester's finally taken off. London's going to get a 1-2 here, and Lester's going for 11-3, I believe it is. So he's like 1 second off of, unofficially 1 second off of the his meet record. London finishes 1 and 2. Division 100 meters
Jennifer
dash
Houston,
results.
Jonathan Alder. 5th place, Shauna Colley, Washington Courthouse. 4th place, Tamika Martin, London. 3rd place, Crystal Strobel, London. 2nd place, Crystal Smith, Bexley. And 1st place, Tanetta Browder, Washington Courthouse. Time 12 and 7,900 seconds.
It's for a 4x2 meter relay. London's in lane 3. We have West Jeff in lane 1. Grandview in lane 2. London 3. Washington Courthouse in lane 4. Bexley in lane 5. And Jonathan Alder in lane 6. And let's see if we got a time for that.
Set. The results of the girls West Division discus. 6th place, Lynn Sears, Jonathan Alder. Fifth place, Carol Kaufman, Jonathan Alder. Fourth place, Jill
And London seems to be picking up a little ground there.
Swarry, Grandview. Third place, Kim Larcombe, Bexley. Second place, Melissa
We
Duffy,
get a good exchange.
Bexley.
Got a good exchange off for London.
Melissa Duffy,
As they round
Bexley,
the
and
first
first
turn,
place, Jessica
second
Larkins,
turn.
London. Distance of
And
91 feet, 3 inches.
I don't know most of these girls. I know the first one was Tamika Martin.
It's Christy Johnson.
Christy Johnson is carrying the mail for London right now. And she's picking up some big ground here. She's really moving out really good. She just took the lead. Now it's a struggle for the handoff. Uh-oh. And we got a decent handoff. And London's got a good third leg going. And London's running off with his third leg. Who's his third leg, Carl?
I don't know.
Jim, do you know who the third leg is on that? Jim. You don't know who that is? Yeah. Who's got the... Dusty Rhodes. We're surmising that is Dusty Rhodes just handed off. And the final leg is who?
First call girls, 1,600 meter run.
London seems to be running away with it. As they round the final turn, we've got a 13:4 time here. And we'll pick up this last runner here in a minute. Do you know who that is?
Elizabeth Cremines.
Oh yeah, I know who it is now. I can see it's Elizabeth Cremines. Elizabeth Cremines, and she's carrying the mail for London. London will win this going away at 15.04 unofficially. I'll have to look at it.
1:15.3.
Fifth place, Brian Roberts, Big Walnut.
Oh.
Fourth place, Steve Hall.
800
Sixth
relay
place,
girls,
Jonathan
West
Alder. Fifth place, West Jefferson. Fourth place, Grandview. Third place, Bexley. Second place, Washington Courthouse. First place, London. Time of 1 minute 50 and 4/10 seconds. The team of Tamika Martin, Christy Johnson, Dusty Owens, and Liz Cremines. Place, Jim Bale, Jonathan Alder. Fifth place, Yazoo Mitsugaki, Washington Courthouse. Fourth place, Joe Wernick, Bexley. Third place, Shane Inskeep, Washington Courthouse. Second place, Don Raines, London. First place, Fred Lester, London. Time 11 and 4,500 seconds.
We're starting the 16-meter run, and in lane 1A we have Mark Tremaine from London, and 4A we have Mike Artis from London. We also have David Finch from Jonathan Alder and Brad Adams from West Jeff. We have Brian Yates from Jonathan Alder and Josh Chafin from West Jeff. And those are your Madison County runners. We'll probably pick up the first lap and the last lap. Right now we got Artis and Tremaine are setting the pace. Tremaine, my recollection is right, he just signed with Rio Grande, or Rio Grande, however you pronounce it, with a full scholarship, I guess. So this track has paid off for him. He's put a lot of 4, maybe 5 years into this track, and it's really paying off for him. Good luck to you, Mark, in the future. And here they come down to around the first lap. What is it, 8 laps, Carl? 4. Just 4 laps?
Yep.
Okay. And London is setting the pace. 2 London runners are up close together. Runners are still setting the pace. They went through the second lap at 2:20. Jonathan Alder and West Jeff are pulling up the rear there. Last lap, final lap, Tremaine is stretching out his lead, and he's went 3/4 of the way in like about 3:30. So Tremaine is well on his way to a good meet mark, some good marks in this meet, in this race here. He's slowly stretching it out as Artis is kind of just he's holding on second place. Tremaine is what it's going to be called, it's going to be a race for second place because Tremaine is just showing his why Rio Grande wants him. Matter of fact, he's sprinting down the back stretch. And Artist kind of looks like he's showing a little fatigue. I don't know what's going on here. It looks like two Washington Courthouse runners in front of Artist. And Artist is picking it up. I guess he had to see somebody in front of him to make him go.
Artist has a kick.
And they tell me the Artist has a pretty good kick. He's running a pretty wide race. As Tremaine is going to make it official. Here comes Artist down the stretch. He just kind of lagged back, and then he's going to pull out. And London's going to end up with a 1-2 as Tremaine looks back over his shoulder. And now Artist looks back over his shoulder. And now it's a race for time as Tremaine finishes in 4:31, and Artist is right behind him. 4:32 for Tremaine. And another good race for London, another 1-2 finish for London. We had a 1-2 finish in the 100 and a 1-2 finish in the
first call for the boys 400-meter relay. Laura Hammond, Jonathan Alder, Ann Derringer Bexley, and Jennifer
run.
Gillam, Jonathan Alder. In Alley 2, Alicia Hastings, London, Sarah Wheeler, Grandview, and Shauna Ryan, London. In Alley 3, Casey Maloney, Bexley, Megan Hill, West Jefferson, and Brooke Blevins, Washington Courthouse. In Alley 4, Nicola Frabbit, Grandview, and Nicole Reed, West Jefferson.
Start of the 1,600-meter run, and in lane 2 and 2A and 2C from London, we have Alicia Hastings and Shauna Ryan. For Jonathan Alder in lane 1, we have Laura Hammond. I guess this ends up just starting out in those lanes. They end up going where they want. And also have from Jonathan Alder, Jennifer Gillam. We have Megan Hill from West Jeff. And we have Nicole Reed from West Jeff. I believe that is all the Madison County runners. We'll pick up the first lap and the last lap. Right now we have, I believe it's Bexley, went out to the top. Shanna Ryan, Alicia Hastings is running a tight second. Now we're just jogging for time and getting somebody to set the pace, it looks like to me. And once again, I am no expert at talking this type of a game, but we're just happy to be able to bring it to you and hope you enjoy it, getting to see some of the children and some of the boys.
We've been asked to ask all the people who are standing down in the front aisleway to please sit down so the fans can see.
And Carl, it's up to you. You take care of it. And as we come around the far turn for the halfway point, we got a little pack here with London, Bexley, and two Olentangy runners with Alicia Hastings easing her way up to the front, and I got a feeling this will be where she's slowly going to stretch her lead out. Alicia is quite a runner, and at the halfway point, we're looking at 2:44.
Light yours, Jen, run, let's go.
Time of 5 minutes, 35 and 8/10 seconds.
As we come down the third lap here, Hastings is slowly stretching her lead just a little bit. We have the same group here with London, Olentangy, Bexley, and Olentangy. And the third leg of the lap is run in 4:13 as they take the gun for the final lap. And we also have a London runner, Shanna Ryan, and she's running in...
With those people warming up on the north end of the track, please stay in the outside lane so as not to interfere with any of the runners.
Good eye, good eye. And Hastings is slowly trying to stretch it out a little bit. She's got about a 5-meter lead there. And it's like London, Olentangy, and Bexley. I have one of my buddies here, Mo Wilson, come up. How's it going, Mo?
Good.
Got anything to say, just speak up, because I know you know this game a lot better than I do. Lisa Hastings now is She's kind of stretching it out. She's stretched out to about a 30-meter lead now or more. And we got a 5:24. She's going to cross the finish line at 5:30.2. Unofficially, it's 5:30.2. Alicia Hastings first. And I believe London has fourth.
Second call for the girls 400-meter relay.
Okay.
Sixth place, Pat Gorman, Grandview. Fifth place, Chris Andrus, Washington Courthouse. Fourth place, Max Bailey, Bexley. Third place, Bill Ryan, Bexley. Second place, Mike Artis, London. And first place, Mark Tremaine, London. Time 4 minutes 39 and 1/10 seconds.
And that was a 1,600-meter run results.
In sixth place, Casey Maloney, Bexley. Fifth place, Shauna Ryan, London. Fourth place, Ann Derringer, Bexley. Third place, Nicola Brabbit, Grandview. Second place, Sarah Wheeler, Grandview. First place, Elisa Hastings, London. Time 5 minutes 30 and 2/10 seconds. In lane 1, West Jefferson. Lane 2, Grandview. Lane 3, London. Lane 4, Bexley. Lane 5, Washington Courthouse. And lane 6, Jonathan Alder.
We're up for the
Exchange zone 1 ready.
4x100-meter relay.
Exchange zone
For
2.
London, we have Donnie Rains,
Exchange zone 3.
Fred Lester, Jason Artis, and Pete Grulke will be running for London. And they'll be running out of lane 3. And I have expert here with me, Mo Wilson. So Mo, anytime you want to speak up, I appreciate it. Use all the help I can get.
Yeah, you'll notice that London's fastest guy is running lane is second position. But the theory on that is that he runs the straightaway. The fastest guy runs the straightest line as possible.
That makes a lot of sense.
Guy, keep him on the straight line. The other guys have to run curves. Takes a little longer to run a curve.
And like you were saying earlier, that Lester is working with a tender hamstring. So the less turning movement, I imagine, would be more beneficial to his performance.
Just what London wants to get through today without injuring Fred.
That's great. And they're off.
Donnie Range has made some separation already.
Final call for
Good
the
handoff.
girls 400
Good
meter
exchange
relay.
there, Mo, as Lester kicks it up in high gear. And he's going to
First call,
get a
boys,
good lead for
400
London
meter
here.
Hold it, Jason.
Get a good... And we got another close exchange that time, Mo.
We made it.
And Jason throws that head back, and he's off to the races. And the last handoff is to Pete Grulke, and he takes it in good fashion. All 4 decent handoffs with exchanges there, Mo.
No sweat.
And here comes Grulke down the stretch, and he's smoking. And London will win it going away with a 43, unofficial 43.5.
43.5 will get you to the state championship.
I just heard that from the man who knows what he's talking about. Thanks a lot, my man. Stick around.
Jefferson, lane 2, Grandview. Lane 3, London. Lane 4, Washington Courthouse. Lane 5, Bexley. And lane 6, Jonathan Alder.
Okay, as we're getting ready for the girls 4x100-meter relay, I believe for London we have Tamika Martin, Christy Johnson, Crystal Strobel, and Jennifer Lawhorn. Hope that's right. And once again, we have Mr. Wilson helping me here. And like you say, Mo, you feel the most important part of it, one of the main things is the handoff.
Exactly.
Let's see what the girls will be able to do here. This Martin girl, is she a junior or a senior?
She's a sophomore.
Sophomore? And she can go. So we got 2 more years to see her run. And we got a clean start for everybody. And London's off
Final call,
to the race.
boys, 400-meter dash. Second call, girls, 400-meter dash.
And we're looking for a good exchange. Hey, okay. As Chrissy Johnson is making up some time, she's stroking to the front. Like you said, Wilson, that straight air, that she must be a more faster runner.
Go right here.
This little girl here can go too. I believe that's
just won the 100-meter hurdles. Running the third leg for London. Crystal Stovall, only a sophomore too.
So we got a bunch.
Future for London is looking great. London's going to win by a breeze. Courthouse drops the baton. No sweat.
It's cooking down here. And she's going to make it all the way. No problem. 5:20.
52 flat.
52 flat. See how much I know about them. Well, I said 5:20.
52 flat. London laser.
London track team is still on the move. Who said London girls couldn't run? Okay.
Alder 13, Washington Courthouse 35, Bexley 58, Grandview 68, and London 95.
And that's the scoring for the meet for the girls West Division. London has got a comfortable. This no. West
11,
Jefferson.
Jonathan Alder 15, Grandview 28, Washington Courthouse 45, Bexley 89, and London 90.
So we got a close race between London and Bexley at this point in the meet.
In 6th place, West Jefferson. 5th place, Grandview. 4th place, Jonathan Alder. 3rd place, Washington Courthouse. 2nd place, Bexley. 1st place, London with a new BAC record of 43 and 7100 seconds.
Whoa!
Breaking the old record of 43 and 7500 set by Bexley in 1993. This relay team was made up of Artis, Raines, Lester, and Grulke.
4x100.
4x100, like Carl said, new record.
Final call for the girls 400.
We're getting ready here for the 400-meter dash, and then for London we have Eddie Hamilton. We had to scratch Drew Dwyer. He came up feeling kind of ill this morning, I guess. Pretty high temperature, so his dad decided to hold him out, which is the thing to do. And we have West Jeff in lane 1, Grandview in 2, London in lane 3, Bexley in 4, Washington Courthouse in 5, and Alder in 6. And I just told a lie. I just read everything off from the last race. Another blooper for me. Okay, Mo, explain what he just did there,
Well,
so they can hear you.
Lane 2 guy wasn't set. He was fidgeting around, and so the starter, which a great starter he is, just had the other guys come up, so they wouldn't be standing in their blocks all tensed up.
Okay.
Now we'll restart again right now.
He seems to be. He's pleased with this one. The gun goes up. And there's the start. Once again.
Results of the girls East Division 400-meter relay.
He's making up the stagger already on the outside lane.
4th place, Lakewood.
He's
3rd
the
place,
same
Big
distance
Walnut. 2nd place,
between the
Lincoln
guys on
Valley.
the inside. So
1st
that's
place,
good.
Owen
Can he
Tansey
keep
with
that
a
pace all the
new
way around,
BAC
Mo?
record
Have you seen him run very much?
51 and
Yeah, but this is a man killer.
breaking the old
This is the
record
one
of
that
51
separates them in from the board.
seconds set by Washington Courthouse.
You also have to keep your lane in this
good.
familiar.
This race right here, and he's looking good right now. If he can just hold on. But the guy on the inside has the advantage because he has to run a shorter distance. But it's looking good. Pump his arms. All he has to do is pump his arms, pump his arms, pump his arms.
It looks good. Go ahead, Eddie. Get you a win. You go, boy.
Right.
51-4. Did I say it right, Mo?
That's excellent. Excellent for a freshman.
Only a freshman. I told you he was a freshman yesterday, Carl. You said, oh, yeah, sophomore. I know he's happy with that because he's been running pretty good this year. And I've been kind of watching the paper. Haven't had a chance to get out and see him. But as Eddie Hamilton pulled up with...
Unexpected victory.
Unexpected
Victory, yeah.
Yeah, he did.
Took to the front and kept it. Okay. 100-meter relay West Division girls.
5th place, Jonathan Alder. 4th place, Washington Courthouse. 3rd place, Grandview. 2nd place, Bexley. 1st place, London, with a time of 52.3 seconds.
And London is slowly adding to their
A
total.
team of
Carl.
Tamika Martin, Christy Johnson, Crystal Strobel, and Jennifer Lawhorn. Washington Courthouse. Lane 2, Amy Lovelace, West Jeff. Lane 3, Mary Brennan, Bexley. Lane 4, Betsy Buckham, Bexley.
Beckham.
Lane 5, Liz Kermeans, London. Lane 6, Jamie Gloyd, Grandview. Lane 7, Kiara Wilson, London. And Lane 8, Jennifer Gafford, Grandview.
And you just heard the 400-meter dash lane assignments. And we have Liz Kermeans in lane 5 from London and Kiara Wilson from lane 7 from London. Also from West Jeff, we have Amy Lovelace. And I believe that's all we have from Madison County in this race here. Do you know anything about these girls here, Mo? Is it who do we need to look for or watch or anything like that?
Not really. Only if I get excited here.
We have an announcement here.
Excuse me, because Kiara's my granddaughter.
Hey, man. Hey, go ahead and get excited.
PCD 185. You are blocking someone who would like to leave.
Carl, I think they want you to move your van. We parked right in front of the door.
PCD 185.
As the officials move every body back off the wall, the gun is up for the start. What do you think about this 3-point start that London uses? Is there an advantage to that, Mo?
If you don't have a good 4-point start, it's probably the best because you're already up. You don't have to.
Okay.
On the 4-point stance, their tendency most of the time is to straight come up and then go forward.
Yeah.
With this stance, you're already up.
Okay. That makes sense. And we're getting ready for the start in the gun, and we got a good clean start. And this, by the way, this is only the second time the Wilson girls ever ran this distance in a meet. So it's something you got to practice for. And it's hard on you. As we got Cremines, 2 London runners are running 3rd, 4th, and 5th, somewhere in that area. West Jeff is falling quite a ways back. And I believe Jonathan Alder has too, if I'm seeing the right colors. As they ran around the final turn here, it's a foot race with the
Cremines girl also is a shot putter. So you have an odd combination here of 400 meters and shot put.
So it's a strength versus.
Yeah.
And I thought she was going to struggle it out and make it. She's not going to end up with a second. And London gets a 2nd and 6th, I believe. 2nd and 8th. In a time of
Red ball, London. Lane 2, Alan Goldberg, London. Lane 3, Zach Cocker, West Jefferson. Lane 4, Bo Williamson, London. Lane 5, Eric LaBelle, Grandview. Lane 6, Dana Smoot, Bexley. Lane 7, Andrus Jornsen, Grandview. And Lane 8, Tim Holmes, Washington Courthouse.
white flag for the 300-meter intermediate hurdles for the boys. And in lane 1 from London, we have Andy Rodeball. In lane 2 from London, we have Alan Goldberg. In lane 4 from London, we have Bo Williamson. It says London. That's what it says. LN. Mo said we had 3 people in it. From West Jeff, we have Zach Cocker. And that's about the bit for Madison County.
That's the best one right there. I got it from London.
Okay. It could be. Yeah, we're only showing 2 from London, Mo, as we get a good start. And Williamson runs just pretty good. And as Williamson's making up a lot of ground right now as he crosses the second hurdle.
Watch them when they go up, you can tell.
Close ahead.
Close ahead.
And that's the way you can tell they're ahead.
Go up, yep. West Jefferson second. West Jefferson and London are neck and neck right now.
London and West Jefferson running neck and neck. Both got a little lead there.
Here's where the strength of Bo Williamson will take over.
And Bexley's going to give him a run if you don't watch it. And it's Bo Williamson and 40.8.
Results of the 400-meter dash, Boys West Division in 6th place, Jeremy Grace, Grandview. 5th place, Jerry Blumwall, Jonathan Alder. 4th place, Todd Evans, Bexley. 3rd place, Ben Yost, Jonathan Alder. 2nd place, Jason Elias, Bexley. 1st place, Eddie Hamilton, London. Time 51 and 60 and 6/10 seconds. In the
West Division.
Amy Lovelace, West Jefferson. 5th place, Mary Brennan, Bexley. 4th place, Jamie Gloyd, Grandview. 3rd place, Betsy Buckham, Bexley. 2nd place, Liz Cremines, London. And 1st place, Jennifer Gafford, Grandview. Time 1 minute, 2 and 3/10 seconds.
Hurdles, London.
Lane 1, Sherry Skelton, West Jefferson. Lane 2, Shauna Ireson, Grandview. Lane 3, Jennifer Lawhorn, London. Lane 4, Crystal Smith, Bexley. Lane 5, Christy Johnson, London. Lane 6, Sarah Tappan, Bexley. Lane 7, Natalie Davis, Washington Courthouse. Lane 8, Carrie Snyder, Washington Courthouse.
And Christy Johnson ran a really good race
Final
on this
call,
last
boys,
time, I
800-meter
believe.
run. First call,
as we got,
girls, 800-meter run.
300-meter low hurdles for the girls. The go-ahead signal from the flagman as we're getting ready for the 300-meter low hurdles for the girls. London is in lane 3. We had Jennifer Lawhorn, and in lane 5, Christy Johnson. For West Jeff in lane 1, we have Sherry Skeldon, and I believe that's all we have from Madison County. Good luck to all the Madison County folks. And they're off. And we'll see who hits the hurdle first. And Washington Courthouse, as we thought, top of her hurdle. She's taking the lead. She's running away with it. She's clearing that hurdle like she's jumping a stone. And that's good for girls as she takes the lead. London is running in a wide 3rd. And here they come down the home stretch. 3 more hurdles to go. Washington Courthouse is running pretty easy. London is running in 3rd place. Raiders are in 2nd and 3rd, and London's going to get caught. We're going to have 2 people finish in the top 3 possibly. And it was a close finish for 3rd place as London finished 2nd and maybe 3rd. You don't think so?
Hurdle crew, we need the hurdles removed from the track.
West Division, 300-meter hurdle.
Alan Goldberg, Bexley. 5th place, Tim Holmes, Washington Courthouse. 4th place, Eric LaBelle, Grandview. 3rd place, Zach Coker, West Jefferson. 2nd place, Dana Smoot, Bexley. 1st place, Bo Williamson, London. Time 40 and 8/10 seconds.
Hurdles girls, West Division.
5th place,
Results.
Natalie Davis, Washington Courthouse. 4th place, Sarah Tappan, Bexley. 3rd place, Christy Johnson, London. 2nd place, Jennifer Lawhorn, London. 1st place, Crystal Smith, Bexley. Time 47 seconds.
The boys West Division 800-meter run is coming up right now.
Bexley, Brian Lowe, Washington Courthouse, and Aaron Carnes, Jonathan Alder. In alley 2, Brandon Onstein, Grandview, Corey Dye, Washington Courthouse, and Adam Wood, Bexley. Alley 3, Mark Tremaine, London. Paul Krishak, West Jefferson, and Ben Yost, Jonathan Alder. In Alley 4, Andy George, West Jefferson, Mike Artis, London, and Joe Schwarry, Grandview.
So we're getting ready for the West Division 800 meter run. And for Madison County folks, we have for London, we have Mike Artis and Mike Tremaine. For Jonathan Alder, we have Aaron Carnes. And for West Jeff, we have Jonathan Alder also has Ben Yost.
200 meter dive.
And for West Jeff, we have Paul Krishak and Andy George. And if I mispronounce your name, I'm sorry.
Come on, Tree!
Carl, overall, it's been a pretty good day. We've had a few raindrops. It's a little cool, but considering some of the other weather we've had up to this point, I'd say we've had pretty good weather today. We can just hold off for another few races and get out here before it rains on our equipment.
Football weather.
So it is. We had better weather in football than some of these meets we've had for softball and track. And they're off, ready to roll. Good clean start by everybody. And Tremaine is making his move up front.
Here is the scoring after 12 events.
Tremaine's going directly to the front.
Girls East Division.
Make him come and get him.
Tremaine I think he looks to walk away with this one.
17, Utica 20, Big Walnut 50, Licking Valley 57, and Olentangy 115. Girls West Division, West Jefferson 9, Jonathan Alder 15, Washington Courthouse 41, Grandview 82, Bexley 92, and London 130.
London's running away with their division up to this point.
Tree! Look at Corey! Look at Corey go! That's our tailback for Courthouse. He's got a hard goal.
And at the halfway point,
Scoring for boys after 12 events. 5th place, Utica, 11 and a half. Fourth place, Lakewood, 24. Third place, Big Walnut, 40 and a half. Second place, Licking Valley, 79. First place, Olentangy, 85.
Come on, Art.
yeah, let's hear the West Division. See where London's at.
Boys West Division,
Yeah, he's got to get the... See, it's not helping because...
West Jefferson.
And Tremaine is moving out. He's stretching his lead there.
Jonathan Alder,
Artis is
27.
holding on with about a
Grandview,
4th place right now.
35. Washington Courthouse 53.
Artis has got quite a kick coming down the back. I don't know if he's going to have it in this short of distance. And Tremaine is going to run away with this one with a time of 1:59.9. Tremaine done at 1:59.9. Artis ended up in 4th.
Scoring in the boys West Division again. West Jeff 17. Jonathan Alder 27. Grandview 35. Washington Courthouse 53. Bexley 118. London 120.
London and Bexley are still holding it. London gained 1 point since the last time they give it. We're up 1, now we're up 2. So now it's going to get down to nitty gritty.
Jennifer Gafford, Grandview. Aaron Zantello, Bexley. Aaron Slitz, Jonathan Alder. In Alley 2, Christine Briner, Grandview. Alicia Hastings, London. And Aaron Zook, West Jefferson. In Alley 3, Dusty Owens, London. Jessica Shue, Jonathan Alder. Casey Maloney, Bexley. In Alley 4, Megan Hill, West Jefferson.
And you just got the lineup for the 800 meter run West Division. And
Final call for the
for
boys
Madison County,
200
we
meter
have
dash.
London,
Second
we have
call
Alicia
girls,
Hastings
200 meter dash.
and Dusty Owens for London. For Jonathan Alder, we have Aaron Schultz, Slitz, and Jessica Shue. And for West Jeff, we have Aaron Zook and Megan Hill. Those are your Madison County runners to be looking for. You know your colors, so watch for your colors. We don't pick up a lot of the runners who run very far behind, so if your colors aren't in there, then you'll know what's going on. We're not just doing it on London, we're trying to get the winners and at least the first 4 people. With the type of lens we have, we're not CBS. Start, the gun is up, runners to your mark, and it's a good clean start. By the way, in the other division car, I believe we had a girl false start in this. And we also got an update information that in the boys, where we at here? 800 meter run. Was that the 800 meter run? Tremaine moves his standings up to about the 5th or 6th in the state for this year.
They always have to be a builder to do it.
Yeah.
And once again, Tremaine is going to Rio Grande. He's already signed to go to Rio Grande, so he's just giving us some idea of what we are going to miss when he leaves us. We're down to the girls' 800 meter run, which leaves 200 meter dash and the mile and the 1600 meter relay. So we got 3 races to go, so stick with us. As Lisa Hastings comes down the first turn, the first lap, and she's just kind of cruising out front with we got London, Bexley, and then I think Olentangy in the first pack here. Yes, well, I said London, Olentangy, and
Results of the 800 meter run, West Division
we sure
boys.
do.
In
Where's
6th
the other London
place,
run?
Ben Yost, Jonathan Alder. 5th
That's the
place,
ones
Corey
most
Dye,
people running
Washington
now.
Courthouse. 4th place, Mike Artist, London. 3rd place, Mac Bailey, Bexley. 2nd place, Adam Wood, Bexley. And 1st place, Mark Tremaine, London. Time 1 minute 59 and 9/10 seconds.
It's up to a pole as you get older.
Right. There she goes.
And we got it. It looks like it might be turning into a foot race now. As Hastings has got her hands full right now, we'll see what happens as she comes down the stretch, and she's starting to stretch it out.
Reach out!
She knows
Reach
what
out!
she's doing. And it's London, Olentangy, and Washington Courthouse, or Bexley. London, Olentangy, and Bexley, in a time of 2:28.
Alicia shows you what hard work can do for you.
And like I said, Carl just said, a big heart and hard work will win for you a lot of the time.
Lane 1, Jim Bailiff, Jonathan Alder. Lane 2, Jason Elias, Bexley. Lane 3, Fred Lester, London. Lane 4, Jason Artist, London. Lane 5, Shane Inskeep, Washington Courthouse. Lane 6, Dana Smoot, Bexley. Lane 7, Mike Donahue, Washington Courthouse. Lane 8, Jeremy Farmwell, Jonathan Alder.
Okay, you just listened to the lane assignments for the 200 meter dash in the West Division. And for Madison County area, we have Jim Bayless from Jonathan Alder. We have Fred Lester and Jason Artist from London.
Results of the 800 meter run, girls West Division.
We have Jared
6th place,
Farmwell from Jonathan
West
Alder.
Jefferson. 5th place,
We
Casey
don't have anybody
Maloney,
from West Jeff on
Bexley.
this one.
4th place, Jessica Shue, Jonathan Alder. 3rd place, Aaron Santello, Bexley. 2nd place, Christine Briner, Grandview. 1st place, Elisa Hastings, London.
He woke up everybody.
So was I over talking him?
2 minutes, 28 seconds.
800 girls.
That was the 800 meter girls results there, with Alicia Hastings coming out on top in that race.
Yeah, you took the words right out of my mouth. It was excellent.
Start the 200 meter dash. And once again, we have Fred Lester, Jason Artist from London, Jim Bailiff from Jonathan Alder, Jerry Farmer from John Order. Those are your Madison County entries.
Jason and Smooch would be.
Okay, well, then we got
I believe
they got a kid
Lane one,
at
Fred,
lane two.
Lester.
That Inskeep's in lane courthouse.
Old Tangi holds that record right now with Kurt Mellett, 22.3. And we got a good start.
My gosh.
And here they come, Artist and Lester got them heads back looking at the birds.
Carry, come on. Carry through.
And they got a good turn here. And the London players are right up in the thick of it. There's Lester stretching out. And Artist. And it could be Artist and Lester. Lester and Artist. Lester and Artist, 1 and 2 for London. And I didn't get the time. I guess that's. What'd you get?
I had 22.7. 22.8.
Unofficially 22.7. And we have a London Fred Lester and Jason Artist coming out on top of that, first and second place.
In lane 1, Jennifer Houston, Jonathan Alder. Lane 2, Betsy Buckham, Bexley. Lane 3, Crystal Strobel, London. Lane 4, Crystal Smith, Bexley. Lane 5, Elaine Stapleton, Washington Courthouse. Lane 6, Tamika Martin, London. Lane 7, Shauna Colley, Washington Courthouse. And Lane 8, Amy Lovelace, West Jefferson. Final call for the boys 3,200 meter run.
Carl's sun come out. It's warming up a little bit. As we get ready for a 200 meter dash in our division. And from Madison County, we have Jennifer Houston from Jonathan Alder, Crystal Strobel from London, Tamika Martin from London,
Tamika Martin right there.
Amy Lovelace from West Jet. They're just not. What are they doing?
She must not be in. She must be scratched.
It looks like Tamika Martin may have scratched, huh?
In the stands.
Well, we can scratch her out. As we're getting ready here for the 200 meter dash, girls West Division. Tamika Martin, by the way, has scratched from this race, so London will only be showing Crystal Strobel. And she's going to have her hands full with a couple of ladies from Washington Courthouse who we saw here Thursday who can really pick them up and put them down. Runners to your mark, the gun is up. And it's a good start. We haven't had any false starts today. Had a couple.
4x2.
And here we go. As the wind picks up, this wind is going to cause those problems. And Washington Courthouse is going to go run away with this. With flying colors. And she's going to win it in 26-3. 1, 2, 3, 4. And London ends up with about a 4th or a 5th place with Crystal Strobel.
Coach Steve.
Good.
Huh?
Ready?
Place, Jerry Farmwell, Jonathan Alder. 5th place, Jason Elias Bexley. 4th place, Shane Inskeep, Washington Courthouse. 3rd place, Dana Smoot, Bexley. 2nd place, Jason Artis, London. And 1st place, Fred Lester, London. Time 23 and 900 seconds.
And that was the results of the 200 meter dash boys West Division.
Results of the 200 meter dash girls East Division.
East Division,
In 6th place,
200 meter dash.
Shauna Colley, Washington Courthouse. 5th place, Crystal Strobel, London. 4th place, Betsy Buckham, Bexley. 3rd place, Amy Lovelace, West Jefferson. 2nd place, Elaine Stapleton, Washington Courthouse. And 1st place, Crystal Smith, Bexley. Time 26 and 5,700 seconds. Bill Weeks, Bexley, and Chad Wright, Jonathan Alder. In Alley 2, Mark Bailey, Bexley, Toby Chapin, West Jefferson, and Adam Elliott, London. In Alley 3, Brian Yates, Jonathan Alder, Chris Justice, Washington Courthouse, Mark Tremaine, London. In Alley 4, Josh Chapin, West Jefferson, Greg Clausen, Grandview, and Tony Swigert, Washington Courthouse. First call for the girls 3,200 meter run. First call girls 3,200 meter run.
We're getting set up now here for the boys 3,200 meter run. And Madison County products we have here, the runners from Madison County are Chad Wright from Jonathan Alder, Tony Chafin from West Jeff, Adam Elliott from London, Brian Yates from Jonathan Alder, Mark Tremaine from London, and Josh Chafin from West Jeff. And those are your Madison County. You know your colors, so watch for your colors. Once again, if they're not up in the camera, then they're usually not up in the winning part. Since we don't have the type of lens that we can cover the whole track and you can still see who they are. We'll be running 8 laps, so we're going to try to pick up the whole first lap and then the last 100 yards of the of each lap and the final lap.
We would like to ask all coaches that if you will please have your team police the area that they were in and pick up everything. Tomorrow is graduation at Ohio Wesleyan. We'll be here in the stadium. Plus they have a Division III NCAA lacrosse championship here too. So we would like to leave this facility in real nice shape.
As we come down through the first, finish first lap, Jonathan Alder, I believe it is, on top. And London is running 4th and 5th place. Second time for lap 2 as they head for the finish line area. For lap 2 we have Tremaine in second, Jonathan Alder in first, and the 2 London runners are second and fourth. For the third trip, it's still pretty much the same set of people. Jonathan Alder's in the lead, Tremaine's running second. I think that's Courthouse in third, and London's running in the fourth. And we got a time as they went by, we're looking at about 3:45. It's for the 4th lap, and we still have the same 2, Jonathan Alder. I'm not sure which runner that is from Jonathan Alder. And London, our Mark Tremaine, are running neck and neck. And we have a split of 5 minutes, Carl. 1 mile and 5 minutes. Lap here, and we got the same 2 runners, Alder and West Jeff. So it's going to be a Madison County. Looks like we're headed for a Madison County runoff here.
Tremaine looks strong.
Tremaine looks awful strong. And at the end of 5, finishing up the lap number 6, we got the same 2 people. London and Jonathan Alder running neck and neck. They're having a little Sunday go to meet and chat there. And they do that in 7:46. Finish of the 7th lap, and Tremaine is starting to stretch it out a little bit. He's running strong. Jonathan Alder, I can't tell, it looked like he might be struggling a little bit, but he's still got a good stride. He's still moving good as they take the gun for the last lap. Tremaine is going to lap 1, and it's a possibility of lap 2. And we got a long space in between there. We're running at 9:20 right now, as Elliott crosses in 9:25. And Tremaine is stretching it out. You have more than one person in their car or not? Okay, we got Tremaine. We're going to follow him all the way around this last lap just to let you see how strong a runner he is.
Final call for the girls 3,200 meter run.
He looks like he's going almost as fast now as he did when he started out. Of course, we know that this is a pace race. You have to pace yourself so you still have enough stamina and enough energy to finish this thing, and it's going to be Tremaine by Jonathan Alder runners. He's going to increase his time. He's picking up pretty good there. We'll be sure to pick up the Jonathan Alder runner as Tremaine finishes in 10:19. And Jonathan Alder was not too far behind. And we'll slide back here and we'll pick up Heath. Heath is turning on. He's not going to let him go. You go, Heath. He's got more strength now than he did when he started, Carl. And a fine finish for Heath at 10 for Adam Elliott. I keep saying Heath. I don't know if they're related or not, but Adam Elliott in 10:41.
In 6th place, Kitamura Bexley. 5th place, Warsh Bexley. 4th place, Craig Clausen, Grandview. 3rd place, Adam Elliott, London. 2nd place, Brian Yates, Jonathan Alder. 1st place, Mark Tremaine, London. Time 10 minutes, 19 and 3/10 seconds.
And that was the finals of the 3,200 meter run West Division. Mark Tremaine coming out on top.
West Division. In Alley 1, Nicole Reed, West Jefferson. Alicia Hastings, London. Becky Andrus, Washington Courthouse. In Alley 2, Suzanne from Grandview. Ann Deringer from Bexley. Jana Ryan from London. In Alley 3, Megan Hill, West Jefferson. Christine Briner, Grandview. Betsy Yates, Jonathan Alder. In Alley 4, Christine DePaul from Bexley.
Osip Salova, Grandview. And you just got the lane calls on the 3,200 meter run for the girls West Division. For Madison County, we have Nicole Reed from West Jeff, Alicia Hastings from London, Shauna Ryan from London, Megan Hill from West Jeff, Betsy Yates from Jonathan Alder. And those are your Madison County entries. And once again, we'll be picking up probably the first lap and then parts of the rest of the race. And the last lap. This is a time in the race when everybody can go get you a little bite to eat and stretch and whatever things you feel you need to do. And come back and they'll still be running. Sun's starting to get hot when it's time to quit, Mo.
Yeah. They say it's time to go home and the sun comes out.
From the looks of things, it might be out for a while. The way the skies are looking. And they round the first turn in 1:34 and 5. In the second lap. They're coming down the stretch to finish of the second lap, and they hit about halfway down the stretch at 2:43. We have two London runners, Olin Tangent Bexley.
There's results of the 3,200 meter run, girls 8th division. In 5th place, Jamie Horath, Big Walnut.
And we'll hang in there a little bit longer. We'll pick up West Jeff third, pulling up
3rd place,
about 6th or 7th place in there somewhere.
2nd place,
at
Bambi
30.9.
Lakewood. so that we can leave this Ohio Wesleyan in good condition.
As they come down the stretch for, I believe it's the third lap. Carl, I'm probably wrong on that, ain't I? Yeah. They're finishing the... Man, I missed a couple laps here, Carl. Finish the third lap, okay, and London is still in the hunt, holding down first and fourth. Olentangy, Bexley, Olentangy. And West Jeff and Jonathan Alder have their little crew right behind. No, Jonathan Alder is bringing up the back stretch. Finish of the fourth. And we got the same batch, London, and I made a mistake on that a while ago. It's Grandview, London, Bexley, Grandview, London. It wasn't Olentangy like I said before. I guess it's something I'd like to see is the Olentangy runners run against the London runners, because Olentangy seem to have some awful fast sprinters in the boys and girls divisions. And it would really put a lot of pressure on people like Fred Lester and artists and people like that who have been running away with this in their division. And we also have West Jeff bringing up the rear, or about 6th, 7th, and 8th place. Lap number 5. We're looking at a time right now of 7:36. And once again, it's the same group as London, one of the London runners. Shannon Ryan is slowly backing off just a little bit. Hastings and Grandview runners are running neck and neck. Bexley's right up there in the hunt. At 7:54 after 5.
I'd like to again take this opportunity to thank Ohio Wesleyan and especially Marv Fry, the men's
6th lap. Hastings is kind of taking about a 5-meter step back there, as Grandview seems to be stepping out a little bit. Hastings looks like she's running pretty strong. And it's Grandview, London, Bexley, Grandview. And London, Shauna Ryan has kind of backed off considerably. So as far as Hastings is getting back, she's ran quite a few miles already today. Going to be interesting to see what kind of kick she has when this race finishes out. Okay, and we're picking up the 7th, and we got 1 lap to go, and looks like Grandview is just kind of walking away with it here. Hastings looks like she's still running pretty strong. Like I say, once again, she has run quite a few miles today and won her share of the races today. I think she has 2 wins. And that ended up in 11 minutes going into the final lap. And Grandview looked like she's done picked it up. She must be, I don't know if she's a record insider or not, but she's picked it up quite a bit. She's stepping off almost like a sprinter of my caliber. So it's not even going to be a contest for first. It's a possibility of 1 for second, but I kind of doubt that too. As we follow Hastings around the far turn, she's running a smooth second. We see no problem with her getting second. She is starting to pick it up now. Maybe give herself a little bit better time. But Grandview is going to win it going away. So now we're looking at Hastings coming in second, going for second place. And we're in a 3,200-meter run. And here comes Alicia Hastings. And she will finish with a time, if they give the time, second place, 12:32.7, which ends our part of the 3,200-meter run. I'm down, Carl. On to Ryan, and she's putting on a strong finish. She's not up in the money, but she's going to finish no matter what. 13. 200 meter run, girls West Division
6th
results.
place, Nicole Reed, West Jefferson. 5th place, Shauna Ryan, London. 4th place, Susanna P. from Grandview. 3rd place, Ann Deringer from Bexley. 2nd place, Alicia Hastings, London. 1st place, Christine Briner from Grandview. A new meet record, 12 minutes, 17 and 8/10 seconds. Breaking the old record of 12:19.6 set by Marie Miller. Or no, breaking the old record set earlier today. Jefferson, lane 2, Washington Courthouse. Lane 3, London. Lane 4, Bexley. Lane 5, Jonathan Alder. And lane 6, Grandview. We have an announcement for all coaches. When you come up at the end of this meet to pick up your awards packet, please turn in your Coach of the Year ballots. We need Coach of the Year ballots from every coach. Thank you.
I noticed one thing they do here.
And ready for the boys West Division 4x4 relay. And in lane 1 we have West Jeff, Washington Courthouse. Lane 3 is London. Lane 4 is Bexley. Lane 5 is Alder, Jonathan Alder. And lane 6 is Grandview. For London, our runners will be Pete Grulke, Glenn Thompson, Donnie Raines, and Eddie Hamilton. And we'll leave her on here, Carl, if you want to pick up a little bit of the crowd or something as we wait for this. I'll call it to your attention when he's ready. If you don't, whatever. Get a little something different on here. It's been a pleasure doing this track meet for you, and I hope you appreciate it. I want to thank Mo Wilson for helping me out today. As you know, this is not my expertise. I just enjoy bringing high school events to you.
You have an expertise.
Yeah, I do have one, Ray. Carl Ray. And that's sleeping. I'm very good at sleeping.
Oh.
You thought I was going to say something else, didn't you? No. I just enjoy, they call me a jack of all trades and master of none. No matter what, the London people are getting to see what you and I are putting together for them. And then here they go. And we got off. Pete Grulke will be the first one. We have to make one full turn to the track, 400 meters. And Grulke's going to the top pretty quick.
What's he doing? He does it though. I don't know why he does that. I don't know if it's relaxing. I think that does the way to relax himself.
As Grulke goes to the top, what's London look like in this? They should run it.
Well, Bexley's been running 3:30.
So you're looking at some competition from Bexley.
Yeah, they don't have their best team right here.
Talking to John Thomas and Mo Wilson here on the side here. As Grulke comes down the stretch, and we got London, Grandview, Bexley, and Jonathan Alder's in the hunt right now. 51-9 split.
Come on, Don, you gotta take off.
And Glenn Thompson, he's making, and look at Jonathan Alder, they're making a move there. Huh? Is that Donnie Raines? He gave me the wrong lineup then, because they gave me Thompson next. Donnie Raines is the one who run back at football for a touchdown, wasn't he, Carl? I knew then he could smoke. So forgive me for saying Thompson, Donnie Raines. And then Glenn Thompson will be running the next leg, and then Eddie Hamilton. And here comes Raines. London's got about a 20-meter lead. And a near, almost, we almost had a drop of the missed handoff there, but we come out of it okay. As now we have Glenn Thompson. Glenn Thompson's on the move, and okay. I hope Eddie's only a freshman. He ran on the varsity last year as from out of the 8th grade. And that's Thompson, isn't it? Glenn Thompson. And he's just going to walk away. So this time it's going to look a lot different from what we saw Thursday, Carl, when Eddie had to make up about. And we got, after 3 changes, and Eddie Hamilton takes it at 243. And Hamilton is turning it on. Hamilton has a pretty good leg, pretty good kick. We'll see where he ends up at. And look here, Carl, Jonathan Alder is definitely in this race. Jonathan Alder right there fighting for second. As Hamilton, they're kind of closing in on him. It's going to be a race for the finish line, I think. It's getting tight. This home stretch is going to be tight. Huh? Who is? Eddie? And we need him now.
There he goes.
And here we come. Now he's kicking it out. He's put on a kick. You go, boy. Eddie Hamilton, he's walking away with him. Go on, Eddie. He put on a kick, and Jonathan Alder is going to be coming in second. And we got a freshman. 337. 331.
For a makeup team.
And like I say, that was a makeup team, and London comes out victorious on that end. So Eddie got him 2 wins today.
Now, 3rd place Bexley, 2nd place Jonathan Alder, 1st place London with a time of 3 minutes, 31 and 9/10 seconds. A team of Pete Grulke, Don Raines, Glenn Thompson, and Eddie Hamilton.
And that was a 4x4 meter relay. London coming out victorious.
4x400 relay, girls West Division. In lane 1,
Jessica
West
Rhodes.
Jefferson. In lane 2, Grandview.
And Jennifer Lawhorn.
Lane 3,
Kiara and Liz.
Lane 4, London. Lane 5, Bexley. And lane 6, Jonathan Alder.
Which one is Rhodes, Carl?
Hey, I'll get it, man. I'm going to get my board.
The second one? 804?
I'm serious. Man, they got me with the big one, though, man.
Okay, then that would be Lawhorn, right? Okay.
I ain't going to be happy until they do.
Your road is up there.
Okay.
We hate to have to get you back in town.
As we're getting ready to go for the girls 4x4. And oh Lord, we're trying to find a coach with a bucket of water here. I don't know if they're going to get him or not. Lester and his boys. There goes the bucket of water, Mike.
They done got me, man.
Oh, did they? I wonder why you're so wet.
Oh, no, man, they got me.
We're not going to be able to sit there sneaking downstairs with it.
I let them get me. Use that fool around on that.
And once again, we're back with the 4x4. We got
Get it over with you now.
West Jeff, Grandview, Washington Courthouse, London's 4th, Bexley, and Alder. And we have for London, we have running for London Liz Cremines, I think it's first. Jennifer Law will be running the second leg. And then we also have Kiara Wilson and Jessica Rhodes. I'm not sure who will run the last 2 legs. As we get the runners in place, in the blocks. And one of the runners didn't even want to use blocks. Who is that there? Is that the Courthouse?
Yeah, I think so, yeah.
Courthouse isn't going to use blocks. She took off, she backed up a step and then went. As Cremines lights out. And we have, I believe it's Jonathan Alder striding out in front at first here on this first lap. And here comes Washington Courthouse. And they have a lot of speed from this couple of these girls from Washington Courthouse. They had one race, I believe they would have had a good chance of winning it, and they either dropped the baton or fell down in the home stretch, which took them completely out of the race. As Liz Cremines falls back to third. I think this is a makeup team for this race anyway. It looks like London boys and girls have this meet locked up already. As they come down the home stretch, it's Washington Courthouse, Bexley, Grandview, and London. I got it right that time, Carl. I didn't call Grandview Olentangy. And West Jeff is in the hunt here right now, as Jonathan Alder is pulling up last. Pretty good exchange, and now we have Jennifer Lawhorn running for London. She's got a lot of room to make up there, as Washington Courthouse got a pretty good lead, and they're off to the races about 25 meters distance between the first and second place right now. Well, not quite that far, 15 meters. As London is running in a comfortable fourth. And then we have West Jeff and Jonathan Alder. As we come around the far turn on the second leg, we have Washington Courthouse, Bexley, Greenview, and London is overtaking Grandview right now. I said Greenview, I meant Grandview. And London is picking up a little bit there to add to their point total. And we're going to run the split here in 2:10 as Jessica Rhodes takes the third leg for London. And we have team-wise Washington Courthouse, Bexley, London,
Girls East Division. 5th place Utica,
Grandview,
4th place Olentangy,
West Jeff, and Jonathan Alder.
2nd place Big
It could be a big race for Jonathan Alder and West Jeff here if it keeps going like it is now.
And 1/10 seconds. A team of Jessica Stockdale, Embry Keck, Amber Merrill, and Tanya McQueen.
And here we come up the home stretch of the third leg. And we have, once again, Washington Courthouse and Bexley. London and Grandview are fighting off for third place as Grandview passes London runner Jessica Rhodes. London runner Kiara Wilson will be taking the last lap for London. And once again, this is her first time to ever run this far. I don't know about the other girls. And we got quite a stretch between first and third as Bexley is trying to make up some ground there, but Washington Courthouse is definitely in command of this race. And there must be 60 meters between second and third as Kiara Wilson is running her leg down the back stretch. And I think they may sense a record here where it sounds. And Bexley's trying to make up ground. I don't think she can get there. Grandview Washington Courthouse look back, but they're going to come off with a win with a time of, and I couldn't see it, 41-4-16-3, I believe it was. 4 minutes 16-3 seconds as the runner goes down. And here comes Kiara Wilson, will get her time, and she's going to get a fourth place here. In 4:38, 4 minutes and 38 seconds, Kiara Wilson. And that ends the track meet for today. We want to thank everybody for watching it. Everybody came out to see it.
We'd like to take this opportunity to thank you all for coming. We will have final results in just a few minutes.
Like I said, we'll have the final results in a few minutes.
Coaches, and you can pick up your packets. In the meantime, we'd like to have everybody police their area, take all the trash home with you.
And if you will, Carl, pick up some of the crowd.
Or you can throw it away.
Some of these
if
people
you want
walking
to.
around over in here and all over the place, and let's just see who we got here. Somebody might recognize somebody there. Give them good close-ups. Just scan the whole area while we're waiting here to finish this off. I'm almost 100% sure that London came out of here with a win today, as was expected. We had some really good people here, and I tell you, it's been a good time. The weather's turned out to be real good. Had a few drops of rain, but other than that, we had real good weather. And this is another London Buckeye Athletic Conference Track and Field Championships. In the West Division, we had London, Bexley, Grandview, Jonathan Alder, Washington Courthouse, and West Jefferson. And once again, I really believe that London was able to pull this off. We hope we've been bringing a little enjoyment into your homes today, and whenever you're watching this. And I would like for you people to get behind this athletic complex and get behind this whole thing and make London the winner and be proud of the winner that they really are. Once again, this athletic complex, we need money. There are all kind of projects going on and things they're doing in the community. Don't wait for them to come to you. Reach out and say, hey, what can I do? What can I do to help this thing? We need help. Some of the work being done at the complex, and we need donations. We need money. We need, you name it. We can probably use it. And we thank you for all your help. And once again, I'm saying reach out to the community. Don't wait for the community to reach out to you. And we thank you for everything. And once again, we're down for a minute. And we'll wait for the results.
West Jeff, 5th place Jonathan Alder, 4th place London, 3rd place Grandview, 2nd place Bexley, and 1st place Washington Courthouse. Time 4 minutes 16 and 3/10 seconds. Team of Tonetta Browder, Emily Durant, Chastity Bogart, and Elaine Stapleton. For the girls East Division, Utica 26, Lakewood 35, Big Walnut 70, Licking Valley 73, and our BAC champion Olentangy with 128.
128. See how many London got.
Girls West Division. West Jefferson was 17. Jonathan Alder 23. Washington Courthouse 60. Grandview 110. Bexley 128. And BAC champion London with 154. Boys, East Division. Utica was 17 and a half. Lakewood 47. Big Walnut 56 and a half. Licking Valley 91. And BAC champion Boys East Division Olentangy with 121 points.
30-point spread there.
In the Boys West Division, West Jefferson with 17. Grandview with 41. Jonathan Alder with 44. Washington Courthouse with 63. Bexley 149 points, and our BAC champion for boys, London, with 178 points.
You want to fade it out when you get ready? And there you have it, ladies and gentlemen. London is the champions once again, I think, for about the 4th time BAC champions. And once again, this is Gary McNeil and Carl King saying,
coaches, I need your Coach of the Year ballot.
I wouldn't want to be you. Good night.
As soon as possible.
You want to take them on the victory lap? Oh, you got it on. And Carl, we got London taking their victory lap. Is this traditional?
Yep.
I heard that. Girls and the boys. London victorious in both divisions. Girls division, boys division. Victory time.
basically own this track.
For 4 years in a row. And like Carl said, they basically own this track. Let them try to take a piece of it home and see what happens. Well, we can put it on our track.
Yeah.
Yeah.
She came tight. You're standing there, so I was like,
We're going to go, coaches take a victory lap to the TV.
Yeah, you go ahead and take one, and I'll film it. You ain't tricking me. Who we got down there in front? Maybe I can get him stopped right in front of the thing here for the camera. You want me to do that, Carl? I'm going downstairs.
Is your dime here? Well, I just found another dime. Oh, it was yours?
no. Not really.
I didn't see her.
What'd you do with my t-shirt, Dad?
I'm taking a 10.
I'm just going to go down and talk to her, my wife. That's where it started.
That's right.
Okay, we have Pete Wilkie here for the long jump.
And there he goes.
We were able to get his jumps. We weren't sure of the time, so we had to bring you the time.
Are they recording the
And
jump
later
anywhere?
on, and, I mean, the distance. I'm sorry, I said time. The distance.
Long run down that stretch to make that long jump.
And here's where he.
Pete Wilkie is one of our better jumpers.
20'2".
See if I can find it on the book here.
Pete Wilkie on the long jump.
I don't know how many people we've got in the long jump from London. Okay, here we go.
Here Pete Wilkie goes to make his
Pete
second
Wilkie,
attempt.
DJ
Here's the
Scales.
good one. We thought, like I said, we thought it was a foul. And it wasn't a foul. Pete did actually break
Are
the
the
record.
two long jumpers
here.
from London.
A lot of
And he's on his
concentration,
way.
like Carl said.
See if we get a clean jump. Hit the
Yeah.
board right. Looked like a pretty decent jump from here, Carl.
That looked like a good one. Uh-oh, he fouled.
Oh, did he foul from here?
So
He couldn't
he
tell.
fouled.
Looked like he hit it
But,
pretty good from here.
He didn't.
We got a few people.
I have to apologize because I don't have a name for this young gentleman who was a long jumper for London. He
Roger
did not
Clark
make it
is
to
getting
the
ready to make
final.
his first
I
attempt
think
in
it
the
said
long jump
Roger
for
Clark.
London. Roger
Roger
Clark.
Clark.
He's off and running. See if he hits the board right. Looked like a good jump. Good. He left the board okay. No foul. They say he's a freshman this year. They're looking for big things out of him. Say he was on the wrestling team, I believe, and some other things.
A quick shot of Brad Teal, who also finished in discus with a throw of
134 foot 10 inches.
You say Brad Teal's getting ready to do the
I'm
what?
not sure that was the throw.
Brad Teal.
That was Brad Teal there. We'll probably have a couple more throws here in a few minutes. Also,
On the
Drew
distance, we still
Dwyer
don't have
had
any footage here. We need
150
some
.07
field glass,
inches
Carl, to pick up them
to
yard
win
markers over
and
there.
set a new track record. I'm not sure whether that's track record.
London will
but
be
he
able
did
to
it.
get you a name here shortly. We don't really. Jessica Rhodes. She makes her attempt, and it is short. Drew Dwyer at the discus. I'm trying to find the discus now. Okay, I've seen him now. You got a good shot of him?
Yep.
I'm not sure which
I'd
try
like to
this
say
is.
Drew had a
At least a second.
throw of 150.
Carl's telling me it's at least Drew Dwyer's second attempt
which
at the
was
discus.
tops.
They're pretty good.
It's
at
kind
that.
of hard when you
Discus
can't get
throw
any
for the
distance on it.
BAC
Yeah.
Championships.
He sailed it pretty out. That's pretty much out there.
I don't think that was one of the
Yeah,
better.
he fouled. He just come down. He had a better throw, so he didn't even let roll because got Teal come back though. He stepped out and fouled because he had a better attempt
And we
last
have Teal
time. So he
coming
didn't
back
even
up for
have
his
to
second.
Is that Brad Teal?
throw.
Brad Teal is now following the wire. There's Teal's throw. Hey, looky here.
I think he got a better one that time.
Good shot by Teal.
Yeah, he got a good one that time.
Got it?
Yeah, they're in there trying to get his measurement. He's pretty happy about that one.
Yeah, it looks like he is pretty happy. We're so far away, it's hard to tell how far he threw it.
Well,
Long jump now.
Roger
He's setting up
Clark.
London.
Clark.
We'll get it right in a minute. Roger Clerk. Like we said, once again, he's a freshman.
And once
I
again,
thought I
we
wrote it
didn't
down
get his
somewhere.
distance.
See if I can find it.
There he goes.
And Clerk is on his way down the stretch. Lands good. Looks like a fairly short jump. It's right this time.
His third attempt.
His third attempt at the discus throw. I don't have any distance on Drew. Let's check this out. How's London's chances on winning this thing? I understand it's pretty good, Carl.
Yeah, that's what he thought up on a little bit. Okay, how many years have they won it? The last
Okay, here's Drew Dwyer making his third
I
attempt.
think so, 2 or 3. And Dwyer unleashes one, goes clean out of the. That's like 120, 130. He's pushing 140, about 138, I believe. Yeah, Drew Dwyer got a good throw that time.
I believe that was the throw that
It didn't look like it. They're measuring it.
150. We couldn't see the yard markers from where we
It
were.
looks
so,
like from here, if we're not wrong, it's close to 140 foot,
I'm saying close to 140.
which sounds good. Let me see here.
The 800-meter relay will be the girls' West Division final. In lane 1, Bexley, lane 2, London, lane 3, Jonathan Alder, and lane 4, Grandview.
So we're getting ready to go with the 32-meter relay, and London's team has Alicia Hastings will be the lead off, then Dusty Owens and Jennifer Lawhorn and
First call
Kathy-
for the boys' 3,200-meter relay.
Kathy Garges. I believe that's how you say it.
The boys' East Division will be run first, followed by the West Division final.
The London,
First call, boys, 3,200-meter relay.
the London girls have a track and field record here of in 1994 of 10:043. So it's going to be interesting to see if they're just going to try to make it to the finals on this run, or are they going to go out? Oh, that's right. You're right, Carl. This is the finals. So we're looking for possibly another shot at another record.
They're gonna go. They'll be going all out.
And London won
Hold
this
up back for
relay
tomorrow. They ain't no
London's
tomorrow.
in lane
time
2.
of 10-14-2.
Trying to figure out who these lanes are. 1, 2, 3,
This
4,
meet, well,
5,
this
5
was run
runners.
Thursday, and the finals.
I'm not too familiar with the colors, Carl.
All right, here we go.
And we get a good start.
Second in this relay. And Grandview
And as they round
13,
turn 1, you can see Hastings picking up a lot of. She's Hastings just running away with it right now.
First call for the boys discus.
She's going to the top.
First call, girls shot put, West Division.
This Hastings is one of our best runners in not only this, but in the cross-country events. She's kind of pacing herself.
You gotta run 2 laps.
Oh, you got to run 2 laps? Okay.
Yeah, then hand off. It's a long road.
This is definitely a long race, and she's probably well prepared for it. I see her running across London in the town all the time, so I'm sure she's in good shape. See if we can get some numbers of who's on up in the running up front with her. Hastings is taking the lead, and all the runners can go across, and all the runners on the inside lane. I believe that's Grandview running second place right now. Bexley in third, as Hastings makes the first run in 1:11, 1:12, minute and 12. Gosh, that's moving around there pretty good to get around that track in a minute 12. It'd take me 5 minutes just walking run around that track.
Like she's gonna get him a lead for the.
She's working on a lead. She's moving out, as she's about almost three quarters of the way through her run at a minute 37, minute 39. We do have the luxury of a time clock down there for this one, so we'll be able to give you some time on that. And Lisa's stretching it out like you wouldn't believe. She's a good, I know you want meters and feet, but she's a good 20 yards ahead of everybody.
Man.
Stretching it out to 25. Now Bexley's making a move. It looks like right now it's going to be a race for second place if London can keep this up. But it's early. It all depends on the handoffs and what the other players are going for, runners are going for. As Hastings stretches out about a 30-point lead now. 30 yards. Try 40. I know I can't get out of basketball. Here's a handoff. And Dusty Owens is on the move. And Dusty's got a good 40-yard lead there. I'll try to keep the paper out of your way, Carl. And I didn't get Alicia's time. What was it? Alicia run at 2:25 in that. They got where I'm standing at, Carl, they got the clock right in front of me, or somebody standing right in front of the clock. And Dusty's, it looks like this will be a hard race to run when you're that far ahead by yourself. You really have to bear down and say, hey, I got to do it for myself now. I don't have any competition here pushing me. So far, Leonard's running away with this one here as Dusty stretches out to almost a 50-yard lead here. I hope you people understand my terminology when I say 50 yards. You probably want me to say meters, aren't you? And Dusty's smoking on in, and she's made the first round in 1:20, I believe. First trip around in about 1:20. It was 2:25. Get out in front of the clock. Everybody else looked like they're out for a Sunday stroll, Carl. Dusty, she's almost into a sprint.
I think they want to get that same new record.
As she stretches out even farther, we got a good 50 or 60, can I say meters?
Okay. You know what you're saying, but say it.
Okay. That sounds good. Look at there. Look at that distance between those two runners. You probably can't even get the other runners in your camera, can you?
No. What's the record?
The record is 10:4.3, 1994. I don't know if it's the same bunch of girls did it or not.
Boys, 3,200 meter relay. Second call, boys, 3,200 meter relay. Second call.
I got a question,
boys,
Hastings.
Discus, East Division.
This is the
girls,
records. Is these the same girls that's running?
West Division.
So, is that Dusty running there?
Yeah, that's Dusty. Oh, yeah, that's the same. Yeah, Dusty.
These girls are running today?
Yeah.
Okay. And Dusty's coming around, and the second leg is going to end up about
about 5 minutes there.
That's about a time. 2:34, 2:35.
Yeah, she had about 2:34. We're looking at 5 minutes at the halfway mark, and the record is 10:04. So they're going to see what happens here as Jennifer Lawhorn.
Shannon Ryan.
Shannon Ryan? Okay, Shannon Ryan on this run right here. Thank you, Mr. Hastings. And we got, looks like Bexley's trying to make a run for the roses. As Shannon Ryan stretches out even farther. Carl, I think she might be losing a little bit of that lead. Shannon Ryan. And Shannon makes her first trip in about 1:17.
Come on now. Oh man, they're catching up.
It looks like they're slowly closing the gap a little bit. That's why I'm saying you're out so far ahead you can't see anybody, you don't know what's going on. So you're actually running against the clock, and sometimes that I think it can hurt you. That gap is closed down, Carl, to about 35 meters, would you say? Shannon Ryan, we're waiting for you to stretch it out, kid.
Oh no. It makes it a lot more interesting race when we're closer, but...
So you can see some other people in it. Can you get them both in there, all of them in there now? Are those three?
I'll pan back then.
Be seeing nothing but specks, huh?
Yeah. Come on now, Shannon, kick it in.
As let's see, you hear Carl calling for Shannon Ryan to kick it in.
Ooh.
There's, tell you what, Bexley and can't see Grandview, I'm thinking. They're persistent. As Shannon is down to about a 30-meter stretch lead now. And at the end of the third leg, we got a 7:40. So we could be on track for close to a record. It's going to be tough. And who's that last runner? Jennifer Longhorn, okay.
All those girls run cross country, didn't they, John? Didn't you?
And Jennifer Longhorn is slowly, she's going to have a race on her hands. As I believe it's Grandview, but I can't swear to it. It's slowly closing in on her. That lead has dropped down to about 10 meters now. And slowly moving in. She's got a long way to go yet.
Oh man.
This is where you got to dig down for all the gusto you can get. Yeah, we're getting ready. London's got ready to lose the lead. Almost halfway through the fourth and final runner. Jennifer Lawhorn. Now it's more of a pacing race, I believe now.
Jennifer's got a good strong kick, Glass. If she stays in front, she'll be all right.
Okay. I just got some information that Jennifer does have a really strong kick. So if she stays in front, she's got an awful good chance of pulling this out. That girl that's running with her, Hastings, she's got some long legs. That can be a big difference there too.
She's keeping her on the outside.
Yeah, she's gonna make her run a long, a long way around.
This makes it a more interesting race, that's for sure.
Yeah, got two people there and take the long way home tonight.
Uh-oh.
Now's where you got to dig down for all the gusto you can get.
Uh-oh.
And so far, Jennifer's doing that.
Uh-oh.
She's forcing this girl into a long race.
Keep her on the outside.
That's a smart run. I'm sure she's been taught to do that. I believe I see Nance down in the corner encouraging them on and pushing them on around the track. This girl's trying like all get out to get that. She's trying. Oh man, she did get the cut in. Now here comes the race for home. I think Jennifer's not going to make it. And we're going to, it's still, the record, like I say, is 10:04. And we got a 10:13. 10:135.
What's been their
So
best,
London ended up second in that heat.
What's been their best all year, John, you know? No, the whole team.
Jimmy Conroy, and what do we got him doing here, Carl?
Pole vault.
Pole vault and Jimmy Conroy. I'm looking all over this field trying to find these people. I guess I'll try to look where the camera's pointing.
In the first heat of the boys 3,200 meter relay will be the finals in the East Division.
As
in lane
Conroy
one
attempts,
will be Owen Tangi.
and he clears it with
Lane
ease,
two,
Carl. How
Lakewood.
high it is, but he did clear it with
Lane
ease.
3, Big Walnut.
And a good
lane
jump
4,
for Conroy.
Utica. And lane 5, Licking Valley.
Brad Teal making another attempt at the discus, and he throws it out of the park. It lands right on the line, looks like, which is probably 130. I'd say it's pretty close to right at 130 feet. So good run, good throw for Teal.
Coaches gave him.
Got Dwyer, I believe, is in the box now, or what do you call that little circle?
Boys East Division.
Yeah, where they throw out of it. I'm sure there's a name for it on the pad.
Girls West Division shot put.
I'll stay right on him and get some form going.
Jimmy Conroy ended up with a jump of 9'6".
As Dwyer sets up and gets himself psyched up to make this throw, he threw the last one about
pole vault
130
to give him
feet, I believe it
sixth
was.
place in the pole vault for the meet.
We'll see what kind of, that kid's bulked up, Carl, since football. He'd be making somebody a good football player. Here comes, and he swung out. He swung himself out of that one. He got into a whirlwind.
He stayed in there, didn't foul.
And I believe he's just loosening up right now, Carl.
That's a throw.
Oh, I didn't even see it. I didn't even see him release it. Where did it went?
140. Went past 140.
He went right at 140. I'm looking right down the line. I'd say about 139.
We're still saying 139.
So he put it out to about 139 feet.
50. So
well, you don't dare look away. You missed
it.
It
ended up being 150.
Was you able to follow the discus?
We apologize for that. There, and we cleared it.
Hey, they got that big, bright orange discus, and you can't see it. I tell you.
I couldn't see it with the naked eye, let alone the camera.
Okay.
Third place, Bexley. Second place, London. And first place, the team from Grandview, Jennifer Gafford, Jamie Gloyd, Sarah Wheeler, and Christine Briner, in a time of 10 minutes, 13 and 5 seconds.
His last throw, what was 130, Carl?
Yeah,
approximately 130, unofficial. And here comes a real sweet throw. That's a good one. And that's right about the same place. I'm looking at close to 130, 129 for Brad Teal. You followed at that time, didn't you?
Man, hardly.
Again, we got Dwyer back up there. He's getting ready to make another push of the discus, see how far he can throw it. He went about 140 last time. We were guesstimating.
Brad Teal had 134.
I'll see if I can keep up with him this time. I'm going to try to focus on him and nothing else. There's so much going on out here that it's hard to stay on one thing.
134.10 for Teal.
And here we go. Dwyer lets her fly. It's a good smooth. It's going to sail. He shoved that one out there about, I'm looking at probably 140,
that must be
50. Did he foul?
Yeah, he came off.
Man, every time he gets a good throw like that, he ends up with a foul.
No, they're measuring it.
I thought they were, Carl.
Let's see his reaction, man.
I'm looking at, Make up your mind.
Washington Courthouse and lane 6, Grandview.
And we're getting ready to do the boys 3,200 meter relay. And London also holds the track meet in that record with 18 and 8.8 in 1994. London is runners are Mark Tremaine, Mike Artis, Eddie Hamilton, and Colin, I believe it's Colin Lucas. It's spelled like Colin Powell. So the boys are lined up now. Who we got leading off for London? It should be Mark Tremaine.
Yep.
Mark Tremaine. He's a senior for London. Mark's got a pretty good kick too. See how he fares this time. And they're off and running. He's stretching already. He's already picked up one runner as they round the first turn. Like you say, Carl, they got two trips around here, right?
Yep.
And Mark looks like he's going for the lead. Is this the final of the boys too?
Yep.
Okay, the final in the 3,200 meter relay. As for London, we're doing similar to the way the girls did. The lead runner is taking off, and
the following boys will come back to the finals.
Mark is pushing his lead out to
boys East Division long jump.
10 meters.
David Cole, Utica. Brant
And we're coming
Baraki,
down the stretch for
Utica.
his first lap. And we're looking at under,
Jim
it's
Patterson,
going to be under a minute, Carl.
Troy Frenton,
50
Licking Valley.
57 seconds on that first lap there.
Jacob Zolette.
So that sounds good. Like I said, I couldn't go around in 57 minutes. It picked me up on the other side. And Mark is stretching out. He's not getting quite the lead that Alicia had in her race. But he's slowly, and it looks like the Bexley.
The following are finalists in the boys.
He's making a kick.
West
They're
Division
going to keep a race out.
long
You can
jump.
probably get 2 or 3 people in this, can't you, Carl?
Jerry Farmwell, Jonathan Alder.
And Mark is steady,
Ellers,
keeping his lead
Washington
at about
Courthouse.
10 meters.
Pete Grokey, Lake.
A minute
London.
46. He's gonna try to do this in
Cocker from West Jefferson.
under 2. He's got to push.
Jason DeRusi,
54, 55,
Bexley,
56,
Tony
57,
Urian, Washington
and he did it
Courthouse,
right at 2.
and Joe Barker.
And
We're going to have to cut out a couple of the laps
61
here. 'cause
seconds
we're running
for
out of,
Mike's first lap,
videotape,
first
so,
trip around.
You want to see one lap of the last 3 runners.
Come on now.
And we're just about
Here are the results of the
pushing
boys
halfway through the race.
1,800-meter relay.
3:20 right now with
Division.
Mike going down the back stretch of his
Fifth place,
final lap.
Utica.
It's Mike Artis,
Fourth place,
London, Ohio,
Licking
still holding the
Valley.
lead, and
Third place,
looks like Bexley is
Owen
closing
Pansy.
in on him pretty tough.
Second place, Lakewood.
That lead dropped down to about
First
4
place,
meters now.
Big Walnut. A team
As
of
Bexley runner is
Todd Gerwick, Chris
putting a little
Thomas,
pressure on him.
Jay Bresnahan, and Jordan Tursk with a time.
He's always
8
good at
minutes.
that. He looks behind and
Does he?
yeah.
He can probably hear them footsteps coming. Wonder who's this coming. And Mike's got a little kick there. He's going to hold on. He's stretching it out a little bit now. Oh, he's pulling now. And Mike, we got
8
4:01.
minutes, 20 and 2/10 seconds.
And halfway through the race, can he get halfway through the race? 4:08.
100 meter
Okay.
high hurdle. Second
That's
call,
Mark running in
girls.
second
100
place.
meter high hurdle.
As
And we're running 5:16 right now.
I mean, before he's a senior. I've never
Glenn
seen
Thompson,
him
right? Is
before.
that what you said, Glenn Thompson? And Bexley decides to take over, and they take over in big style. It's going to put a little pressure on Glenn. Yeah, I know, Eddie. That's family there. He ought to be able to run. My cousin. Yeah. He ought to be able to stretch out. But he's going to have a whole bunch to make up from the looks of this. As Thompson,
Close up a little bit.
I know it. I tell you what, that makes you see all that lead losing. As Thompson is back about 20 meters now.
Come on, Thompson.
And Eddie's calling him on. Eddie's saying, come on, come on, come on. And he's picked it up. Now he's got a school record according to
I could have been.
Carl's recollection.
Yeah, until got second.
So we got 2 people from London.
By the way, that was a
Taking-
mistake.
carrying up the
record.
discus.
He did not break the record. It wasn't 157, it was 150.2.
This is really a slow run for this here because we're looking at 8:18. This kid's got a good chance of tying the record. He might break it.
First call for the
8:15. The record was 8:18 for London.
First call, boys, East Division.
I think Eddie's just kind of give up here. Yeah, 8:18 is the track record. London comes in with the 8:28.1.